Hello, people. Oh my gosh. Okay, so well, there's one of the new fish I got. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Well, him, her, I can't tell yet. I believe it's a male, but I'm not sure how to tell the difference with the different color morphs. So right now, its name is Tracy because that can work either way. Yeah, I'm that person. I name as many fish as possible. But one thing I can't name, just above him, little cherry shrimp. Oh my gosh. So, wait, first let me zoom out and show you guys just what the tank looks like. So beautiful. Well, before I get into this, I want to send out thank yous. Well, before I get into thank yous, I want to say, yes, it's amazing. This is the best time of the year because school just let out. And yes, Tracy. Yes, school let out. It's so amazing, I know. School just let out, so I'm actually going to be able to post videos a little bit more regularly rather than every few weeks. It's hashtag months. Sad face. But we will not let the past define what happens. But yet again, for this first week, it's going to be a little... Oh, wait a second. Can I zoom in? Yeah. She has eggs. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Don't mess with her. It's so beautiful. Okay, let me zoom back out because it just kind of caught my attention. What was I saying? But yeah, for the first week, it's gonna be odd because, well, one, I have band camp Tuesday through Friday, so this is sort of because I felt like it, and also I knew I really should. So this is just gonna be big, and also I have the time now. So since I'm at home, I can do this and then go to work and then get monies, and then with the monies, plan on buying. One of the first things I plan on buying is a recording software. That way I can actually do games like I should be able to, in an actual good fashion where it's not ick and where I can record longer. So I'm most likely going to either go through and delete the first game that I did, like the Minecraft thing, and it's probably still just going to be Minecraft until I figure out how to really get comfortable with that, and then I'll jump out to other games. For example, I have this game on my Steam, and it's Isle, and oh my gosh, I believe I flipped out when I first heard it existed. And you know how like some people have those, oh my gosh, look at the Loaches. They're so wonderful. Come on, focus. Ah, I love their little eyes. Eee. Okay. Let me zoom back out. So, well, okay. I keep losing my train of thought when I see these fish. They're so wonderful. I mean, all of it. I just saw her. There she is. She's... Boop. Boop. Focus. No, on the fish. Focus on the fish. Well, I guess camera doesn't want to focus on you. I'm sorry, I love you, but the camera just didn't want to focus on you. Oh, sad face. But lighter notes, guys. Lighter notes. We're going to really expand this, and I plan on doing a whole lot of stuff in this tank this summer. Either new fish or changing stuff out. But I want to get this tank by the end of the summer to what I wanted it to be when I first got it. And that originally was in... Okay. As I explain this is exactly how my thought process was with this tank. In about, we'll get under 60 seconds. 4:10. Well, it started out when I had the 10-gallon tank, and I was just like, yay, fish! And then I found this 55-gallon tank in our garage. I was like, okay, take this. I'll take this, and I'll put it in my room. Because my dad was like, oh, wow, we have that. And I was like, can I have it? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I took it in my room, and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do with it? Because I don't want to just go at it without a plan. Well, first idea was Southeast Asian. Because Gouramis and Danios and Loaches and Gouramis, yeah. And then I was like, well, that limits a whole lot of stuff and like takes out a whole lot of fish that I really like glow light tetras and Ottocinclus, of which I have only one now because the other 2 or 3 died. It's quite depressing. Need to figure out why they died. But to, and like, oh, and also the shrimp. Um, so I was like, oh, well, that's not 60 seconds. Darn it. Anyways, so then it turned into the Shangri-La tank because I was like, why not? I just put like all of my favorite community fish that get along together. And at first that didn't work out because, yeah, you guys remember Calpurnia. That didn't work out. Not at all. Um, and then I tried a few other things, and those didn't work out. You notice the red eye tetras are gone. I got rid of them, and I traded those. Well, I didn't really trade them. I just gave them away. But I kind of say trade because that day I also got some other stuff. For example, got this big bunch of Java Moss, and you guys remember that Java Moss ball that I had, and it died. And every time I got them, they died. Well, I think the reason this one is actually growing and like thriving is because of the little cherry shrimp. Because normally when I'd get them, I'd have either ghost shrimp or no shrimp at all. First one I had ghost shrimp when I had the 10-gallon tank. And they'd like sometimes get on it and clean it off. But the cherry shrimp are so feverish about cleaning it. And guys, don't mess with cherry shrimp. Don't mess with cherry shrimp. Please, I'm really trying to have them stay for a long time. And there's actually I'd have to thank Kyle Osterholt for giving me all these cherry shrimp, and I love them. And also the Java Moss. And also, if you look back there, let's see if I can get a good angle without the leaf getting in the way. Oh, there's one. Those are little baby Amazon swords, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I love those plants. So, can I get close without you swimming away? I really want to get a really good image of you, and I might just, please, really? Just as I'm trying to get a good image, then you swim over. And you scare her off. Great. So, let's see. So, then it turned into this, like, sort of hodgepodge of different things that work together. And I'm like, I like this. And it's turning out really well. But, I was talking about Kyle Osterholt and how amazing he is for giving me all these awesome stuff. I really don't want to say amazing 1,000 times. Amazing. Cherry shrimp, and Java Moss, and Amazon swords, and in the bag of like the cherry shrimp because he gave me those like the ghost. Java Moss is not ghost shrimp, Sean. So you have the Java Moss put in there, and it's just like sitting there, so that way gives the little cherry shrimp something to hold on to when they're in the bag. But in that bag, there was probably about 100 to 200, 100 to maybe 150. I won't even say 200 because I think that's a little insane. But if you saw the bag, then you'd probably would imagine why I almost said 200. But according to where all of them are, a whole lot of them spend the day underneath here in this little cave. And I really don't want to disrupt them because they seem to really hate when I turn like a light on facing that. So, yeah. I'm just going to say that they're in there because that's where they normally spend their day. There's one right there on top of the rock. There you are. Oh, you're so beautiful. But, also, and I can't go a video without mentioning these guys, the Gouramis. Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. Oh, look at that, and it focused so beautifully. Oh my gosh, this image. Well, let's see. I'm gonna have this guy. You go, Tracy. So, as for the tank, that's about it. But there is some other news. And what's happening is we're gonna have a renaissance. It's gonna be big, like really big, like OMG big. Like, I mean, so big that it's just big. Well, Renaissance is basically going to be, I'm going to expand to more than just fish. And most likely going to start today. Because we have this creek just across the street from my house. And I really want to go down there and get video of some of the stuff that I see. Like, there's a colony, I won't even call it a colony, there's about 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5 nests of yellow crown night herons. And then close by, there's a red-shouldered hawk nest. And then, because I'm not just into fish. I'm not, and I'm just into any animal. Like, for example. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, sorry. I had a little false alarm in my head. But, like, for example, I was extremely into birds. Like, I have about 12 or 13 books just on birds. And then I got a fish tank, and I got, like, I'm, like, building up a collection of books just about fish. And it's pretty amazing. And my whole mind works like I have to learn as much as possible about this one thing, and then I get interested in something else, and then I have to learn as much as possible about that, and then it's like and that's sort of how I love to do things, because when you learn as much as possible about something, you can't hate anything. Because if I don't know if I went over this in a different video, but I'm really wobbly with my left hand. I don't know if I talked about this in another video, but the only way you can hate something is out of fear and ignorance. Not fear or ignorance, but both. You can be afraid of something, and you can be afraid of something. If you hate something, you don't know about it, and you're afraid of it. And my main goal is to help you guys not hate anything, and to be able to learn about, like, why sharks actually attack people, why, like, snakes bite people, why so many different animals have bad reputations and they really don't deserve it. Because at the end of the day, every animal is pretty important to where they are. Shoot, Sean, you're going off on a tangent, and we're talking about the Renaissance. Let's get back on task. Speaking of Renaissance, we're going to bring back the species profiles, but in a different form, because I've had a whole bunch of people commenting on some of them saying, hey, this could be a little better quality, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it was crap. Like, quite crap. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm actually got a new app on my laptop. I'm going to try and do them on there, and it's going to be really cool. So, we need some, like, ideas for what fish to do first for species profile, or if I should open it up to beyond fish and, like, do just any animal, because I'd love to learn about some animals, and I need some animals you guys to give me so I can learn about them and talk about them and explain them to you guys. Well, I say explain them to you guys, and I'm, like, younger than you guys, but why not? You know, age dumb it, really, Sean? Really? That's how tongue-tied you are. Fair enough. Age doesn't determine wisdom. It's how open-minded you are that determines that. Man, I'm really tongue-twisted. I don't know why. But, I'm planning on going across the street and, like, doing a video of the creek sometime either today or really soon, because, oh my gosh, you two. Just relax, okay? Can you do that for me for about 3-4 minutes? Can you? I'd be okay with that. But let's see. Just because I hate wide view because you can't really see everything. I want to get a video of the Loach for it. Oh, look at him. Him, her. I really need to stop saying him because I don't know. If you guys know, can you please, like, mention in the comments or say something? I love cherry shrimp. They're so cute. I mean, look at them. They're just beautiful. No matter what they do, they're always amazing. Let's see. See, this is why I can't do this, because oh, that's another thing. We're going to go unscripted, because when I have a script, I'm really not as fun. And you guys probably picked up on that on some of the videos, but it's not interesting when I have a script. So we're going to be unscripted with the extent we're going to see where that gets us with species profiles. I don't know if I'm going to have to put up a script, but depending on what happens, we might have to just go unscripted. We'll see. We're going to toss that up there and see where that goes. Oh yeah, another thing Kyle gave me. Look, no, I can zoom in enough and stay focused. That spiral he gave me assassin snails, and that's so amazing because before I got them, I had a whole bunch of little pest snails just like swimming around, not swimming, like just sliding around, and I'm like, how do I get rid of these? And then I went to the event, and he gave me like this. I think he gave me 9. It was either 9 or 10, and I put some of them in here, and some of them in my stepmom's tank, which I actually need to show you guys because she got a whole bunch of new fish, and yeah, so that happened. If you look down in the comments, you'll see like what I have in my tank. I really don't want to keep this longer than 16 minutes because I feel like that's a little excessive. So for this last 10 minutes, I'm going to be silent.